my next guest, as this show wouldn't be possible without his support. I launched Bread and Butter in the middle of lockdown to give the hospitality industry a voice. And it's been my privilege to do just that with the backing of a company that goes above and beyond for the hospo industry every single day. I'm talking about HungryHungry, and it's my pleasure to welcome the company's co-founder, Mark Calabro, to this studio. Welcome to the studio. Now, I haven't had a sip of this, so here you go. Oh. Welcome, champagne breakfast.
Thank you. Great to be here, Wendy. And I'd be lying if I said I wouldn't dive into a bottle of champagne right now.
Well, the show's nearly cooked, so
yes.
let's see how we go after that.
Indeed.
So thank you for coming into the studio. I've been intrigued and amazed at how hospo has it basically embraced everything tech. They've had to a large degree. So it's probably been the biggest year you could possibly be in hospitality tech.
100%. And it's kind of been somewhat forced upon us, perhaps in a way, with the advent of QR codes, which we know have been around for a long time. It was only a year ago that we were explaining what QR codes were, but the rise of them now over this year has just been phenomenal.
Yeah, well, it has. But at the same time, it's not just QR code. It's being able to order online, pay online, see menus online, and show preferences online. So do you think that sort of data is the sort of information that can really help in the hospitality business, like knowing what customers really want?
100%. And we've seen it in other industries for many years now, where they've been using that data and information to be able to tailor experiences and products to consumers. And, you know, a big thing about being in business is knowing your customer. Yeah. So what we do is we're really passionate about giving that power and that ownership back over to hospitality operators.
So let's wind back a little bit. So what exactly does HungryHungry do for hospitality?
Great. Well, in its most simple format, we look after the guest registry. So there'll be a lovely little QR code on the table, all branded as the actual venue as well. So under that QR code, we can register ourselves as guests, which we know is very important. Mm-hmm. And then it opens up a digital menu. And from that, we can actually take over the ordering process. That's in its current state, but what we've got in 2021 and beyond is much more exciting again.
Oh, come on, spill.
Okay, so a couple of little things, and these are things that we've been talking about for a long time, which we're very passionate about, and that is tailoring personal experiences behind the technology. So things like curated menus, so that, you know, for most people when they go into a cafe, restaurant, or bar, we generally order the same things. So if we can produce 5 or 6 items that we think that you're going to love, well, that's better than showing 20 or 30 items and saving people the time to have to scroll through the menu and do things like that. And equally for drinks. Some people love champagne. I love champagne. Not so much on the scotches. So if I'm going to see a bit of a wine list, I'm probably going to go more for the gin, champagne, or a Negroni, especially at this time of the year.
So in the same way that Facebook understands your algorithm and shows up things that you're interested in, we could see a time where menus are actually bat up food and drink that you want.
Absolutely, and it's all under the umbrella of making it for a better experience and really giving hospitality owners those controls as well. So rather than taking that away from them, we want to empower them with features and functionality that really bolster our platform and make it a really valuable technology piece in the restaurant.
Well, we've just heard from Lauren about the value of being gluten, nut and dairy free and how that's going off like a frog in a sock. You've always got someone with an allergy of some or an intolerance of some description at every table. Could this be the answer to that? Like that, you know, press the button. I'm intolerant to barley.
Yep.
All of a sudden, all the ingredients are known, so they see everything that they're allowed to eat.
Especially in, I know from experience this week where I booked a dinner for 12 people at Supernormal it was. And, you know, in the lead up, there's a lot of back and forth emails, dietary requirements. So we're starting to see chatbots come into this space a bit more now. They've been around for some years, but they're getting really clever and intuitive now. So a lot of that Q&A, frequently asked questions, can be done now by a bot. And again, it's really about getting more information to people, and dietary requirements we know is a big one. So how that might live is we're going out for lunch, there's 6 of us, 5 of us are pescatarians. Can you suggest the menu that my friends will like, and I'll share it with them before we arrive?
And the chatbot will do that before they've even arrived.
And you'll think it's a human that you're speaking to.
And then the humans that are at the restaurant have more time and energy to actually be of good service.
100%.
Yeah.
And we've seen that already, like taking away from those little admin tasks So staff can actually engage in more high-value conversations with guests rather than going around and just taking the orders and punching them into the POS.
Well, it's exciting times, and there have been so many silver linings out of COVID, including having a business relationship with you. So thank you so much for everything you've done.
How good is it to see venues back open and the sun's shining outside? It's wonderful.
An amazing thing. So thanks again. We'll have a quick go. We've got some beautiful cakes to try and some champagne to have after the show. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.